Hey everyone, thanks for joining me for another video. Today we're going to talk about changes that are going to happen to the main yard of the layout. It's on the upper level layout, and I'm going to flip the camera around and I'll show you the way the yard currently looks and kind of give you an idea of what I have in mind. Alright guys, so this is the engine terminal part of the layout. The track plan for this part of the layout is not going to change much. If anything, just some minor changes. Kind of like in this area here where the gondola car is. You know, and up and through here. You know, the way these initial switches here might change a little bit, but not all that much. I'm also looking at adding a passing siding in the yard and a holding track, which would actually come up out of here. There's a switch right here that the train is sitting on, so the track would now come up and it would continue up through here and make its way behind the turntable right along the two main lines, make its way around here, and then it would tie into end up tying into this track here, which is currently one of the shipping receiving tracks for the yard when a new train comes into the yard or a train's ready to depart. So that would then become part of that track, and then it would tie in down the other end of the yard. Okay, so where the turntable area is here, so basically all the bench work on this whole yard is going to get ripped out completely, including where the turntable currently is. So you can see I have a black mark on the cork road bed here. That's basically where the bench work is going to. This side of the bench work back here is all going to stay. That's not really going to be disrupted at all, but everything to the right of the line is going to get completely demolished, taken out, including where the turntable sits, and all the way down to where you see that light down there, that signal light. So the whole yard is going to get completely demolished and rebuilt. There's a number of reasons for that. The actual track plan of the yard may change slightly, but nothing major. So when the new track is all put back in, it's going to look very similar to what you see now, except for maybe a couple minor changes. The reason that I'm going to make these changes, that I'm going to rebuild all of this, is because the bench work itself has some issues where there's high points, low points, and you know, it's just starting to create through the changing in the seasons from winter to summer, back to winter. The bench work has changed and shifted a little bit, and it's causing some issues with the operations on the layout currently. So I just want to rebuild the bench work, put a more solid bench work in, and while I'm at it, I'm just going to make a couple of minor changes to better improve operations. Okay. I don't know if you're going to be able to pick it up in the video or not, but kind of down in this whole area here, this is all kind of sunk in over here. Okay, and that's creating some issues. And then right where the cabooses are, let's see, right in this area here, there's actually a hump in the layout. And then where all this bit of ballast is right here, there's actually a bit of a hump in the center of the yard right here as well. So that's another place where there's some issues. Another place that there's some issues in the back there. If you look at the seam on the wall there, okay, so back there the plywood is flush with the seam, and then as we continue on, you can see the way that the layout's dropping, sagging down. So definitely need to, you know, get that raised up. Like I said, this will be all brand new bench work under here when this is all put back in. over here where the Caboose Motel is going to be, when the bench work and everything's all put back in, that's going to be raised and elevated. So that's going to be 4 inches above the main lines. So this way you'll be able to, that'll be elevated and you'll be able to see that better. At the depot, I think there's going to be a trolley car that's going to be set up on a reversing unit, and that's going to leave the depot. It's going to run along the wall. There is some space back there, so it's going to run along the wall, and it's going to go, I'm going to build a tunnel here, and it'll disappear into the tunnel, and it will stop in the tunnel for, I don't know, let's say 30 seconds, a minute or so, and then it will exit back out of the tunnel and then make its way back to the depot at the Caboose Motel. Alright, so that is what's planned for the upper deck here. So it's going to be quite an undertaking. The other thing that's going to happen here, I'll show you in just a second, is the bottom portion of the layout here is also going to undergo changes. You see the supports that are currently on the lower level bench work. When the new bench work goes in, I'm hoping to eliminate those supports, so this is all opened up under here. Also, the bench work underneath will be painted flat black, and I'm going to add lighting under here, so this way the lower level is illuminated. So the old track plan, there used to be houses out all through here. The new track plan and a new idea for down here is this yard that's currently in the back. That's going to come out. That was the former home of my Delaware Lackawanna locomotive shop, and just like the real prototype, they're building a new locomotive facility. I am also going to build a new locomotive facility for my layout, which will be relocated in a different part of town. And this is going to be the new home of the grain elevator, which is going to double its size from the current one located in another part of the layout. So this will be heavy industry over here on the lower level. A lot of switching opportunities here, longer cuts of cars going in and out of here. Alright, so once I'm also looking at the bridge here. This bridge is most likely going to come out, and this will change as well, this whole area. And what I'm going to try to do is get back to my original plan. I'm going to widen out the bridge a little bit and be able to accommodate 3 tracks in here. And by doing so, I think that's going to give me a longer yard lead for the yard, and it'll just kind of help ease up some congestion on the layout at times. Okay. Another improvement area, this whole straightaway here where the coal breaker and all that's going to be. Haven't decided if I'm going to completely tear the bench work out here or just try to make some adjustments. Right after that caboose, I'm actually having some derailment issues because of the way the bench work is, so I have to take a look at that a little better, evaluate it, and then to make a determination if I'm going to rip out all the bench work here and rebuild, or if I'm going to just try to do something with what's there. If I redo all that bench work, as you can see, there's already mountain scenery and everything up to that, so it would become quite a project to redo that area. But more to come on that. I haven't made a decision there. But I could tell you for sure that the rail yard is going to get completely demolished and rebuilt. And as I'm doing so, I will make update videos and keep you posted on the progress. With all this coronavirus going around, this COVID-19, and places shutting down and being, having potentially be having some more time at home. It may give me some time to work on this. So I'll provide updates as they come, and put in the comments below any thoughts that you guys may have on this project, or just any suggestions, anything you want really. I appreciate it. And that's all I have right now. Thanks for staying with me through the video. And as time goes on, I'll give you the updates. That's all I have right now, guys. Guys and gals, thanks for watching. Have a great day.